Breaking in the last 90 minutes, a judge formally sentences the Parkland school shooter, Nikolas Cruz, to life in prison without parole. Cruz pleaded guilty to taking the lives of 17 people nearly 5 years ago. News 6's Carolina Cardona is following the latest developments for us on this case live from the newsroom tonight. And Carolina, this is an outcome that loved ones had been hoping to avoid.
Yeah, Lisa, it took more than 3 hours for this final stage of the trial and the hearing to end. The Parkland shooter was sentenced to 34 consecutive mandatory life sentences in prison without the possibility of parole, one for each of the 34 victims, 17 killed and 17 injured. Prior to his sentencing, he heard from victims and the families of those he murdered 4 years ago.
Martin, Duque, and Quiano. The court imposes a mandatory life sentence without the possibility of parole.
Name after name was read in the courtroom.
Gina Montalto.
The names of the lives cut short and of those injured Valentine's Day 2018.
You robbed Alyssa a lifetime of memories. Alyssa will never graduate from high school. Alyssa will never go to college. And Alyssa will never play soccer. She will never get married, and she will never have a baby.
Before a Broward Circuit judge formally sentenced the Parkland school gunman to life in prison, he first heard from family members, survivors, and the parents of those he killed.
You are nobody now. You are not special. You have no longer the power anymore. You will step away from this, and you will have the most unremarkable, pathetic existence, one in which I only pray that you suffer.
Some expressed their frustration that he didn't get the death penalty.
It is heartbreaking how any person who heard and saw all this did not give this killer the worst punishment possible.
But under Florida law, the jury's decision must be unanimous. The vote came back 9-3.
I heard you saying that you don't want to suffer. You don't like painful things. You understand that you will suffer and you will go through pain, a lot of pain.
After today, no one will speak of this killer. He will be forgotten.
Now, the judge gave Cruz 30 days to appeal the sentencing. He will now be under the custody of the Florida Department of Corrections. Live in the newsroom, I'm Carolina Cardona, News 6. Matt?